All right.
So
what a fucking day.
We are in such a shit show.
So
that
what the fuck's this dude's name?
Addison.
Addison Fields.
Addison Fields.
So Addison
Fields. All right, here we go.
We don't
All
have.
right.
Hang on.
No, wait. Just
You interrupted me. Okay.
Here we go.
You know what the fuck ever.
hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sweat and Grime. We're doing it dry and raw tonight with no music,
No music.
no beatboxing.
Let's be
The
honest.
dick
Why
forgot to plug in the fucking
he
iPad.
did. He didn't plug in the iPad.
You know, actually,
He has one job.
look, listen, guys. We're going to get through the introductions, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't plug
The
it in.
trainable retarded. I'll play Greg.
Flex time.
But the reason why I actually didn't play the music tonight is because we got a guy from down south that you can't even understand. I didn't want to drown him out in the music.
Oh, all right.
So you didn't introduce anybody.
So
though.
across corners from me,
Sweet Jesus, we are off the rails and we're
is
30
the man
seconds
that's
in.
been grinding ball sacks all day long in the seat,
What's going on, everybody?
Mr. Brian Furnace.
Brian, the ball sack grinder furnace. I'll take it.
In the seat.
You got the Bush latte drinking Matt Totten.
What's going on, everybody?
And on the phone, we have a porn star, Addison Fields.
Feels me
You're
up.
the
not gonna
first
lie.
porn star we've ever had on the
Addison
show.
Fields. I was gonna
Well,
say
yeah.
it. I was gonna say it before the podcast started, but I figured I'd save it. Addison Fields 100% sounds like you are just slamming some donger home.
With that saying said, though, Addison, what websites are you on, and really, what's your name?
Yeah, what's the OnlyFans?
I can't put it on this podcast. I got a contract signed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so Brazzers,
sorry.
or is it Pornhub? Who's got you locked down?
Are you the next guest on Farmer Needs a Wife?
Farmers only.
My wife's been watching that show. It's fucking hilarious.
Farmer Needs a Wife? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that was a show.
Dude, look it
Yeah,
up.
I didn't
It's
either.
like Bachelor, the
It's
Bachelor
horrible,
thing.
but it
it's Farmer
draws
Wants a
you in.
Wife, and it's obviously hilarious, right? Because
That's on tonight, isn't it?
I don't know, my wife's. It's on every
You
night
know
at
the
our
fucking
house.
schedule?
No.
Todd's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's terrible. It comes on at 6:30 on every
No, it's
Thursday
on
night.
the fucking TV when I get home from podcasting every Thursday.
But what's fucking hilarious is like the woman obviously goes through, and they start knocking dudes out pretty quick. They start getting down to like the last 3 or 4. The guy's like, yeah, I'm just not shipping none of them home. I'm keeping all 4 for another week.
Nice.
Just like, you know, he just wants an orgy
It's
or
like
something.
Yeah.
Utah edition.
We know how the farm boys get down.
Yeah.
So Addison, our guest.
Oh, he's on here.
In all honesty, what do you do outside of your porn?
I own an excavation company, a septic company, just whatever. I own part of a campground. I got some rental property.
I
You got a
talked to this
campground?
dude
Everything.
I met this dude at Con Expo. That's who
yeah,
we're talking
I
to.
sent him your guys' way.
Oh,
Yeah.
This dude's fucking awesome.
Did I meet him?
Yeah, no, you were talking to Joe Blow, and him and I were hitting it off with some worker that he had.
No shit.
Yeah, this dude's awesome.
Wait, what night did we see you?
No, you were having to run from the one booth to another.
Oh, that was at
that's
the
right.
end.
It was you
I
and
did-
like
I did
two
the
buddies.
I did the slow walk.
See,
with the
now this
dudes.
gets good. Now they can draw a name,
yeah,
put
yeah,
a
yeah.
face to the name.
I remember what it was. I
You're
had
a
to do-
dick for
I-
making fun of him on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
great.
Yeah,
I'm on Addison's
you're,
team.
you're
He's
a solid
fucking great.
dude. You're a solid dude.
Fuck
I
you,
remember,
fuck
yeah,
you,
fuck you. I'm
fuck
out.
you.
Brian's out.
So I remember what happened at Con Expo. So for the audience who doesn't fucking know, at Con Expo, not only were we there live broadcasting for Chevron, but also I was doing 5 of these like sold spots for Randall Riley. And so between our live streams for Chevron, we were humping it all the way across the show so that I could go do these recorded spots. And then we had to hump. Oh, you motherfucker. Motherfucker. And so
our board is dead. I gotta have some fun.
Poor Addison and his buddies show up and they're trying to have a conversation. I'm like, hey, Addison, I appreciate you, but see ya. And I just start walking.
And I was like, you know what? I'll walk with this dude.
Yeah, so Rick fucking chats him up.
This dude was great.
Yeah, so
Nice.
welcome to the show, Addison. Good to see you.
Yeah, great to be here.
I feel like a dick now.
It's been one of those fucking days. It's been one of those days.
It has been.
So-
Addison, did you buy a crust buster yet?
No, we was just talking about it. We're gonna get one.
Oh,
we're gonna
the
get one. We've
crust
just been
buster.
so busy with everything. I just have not had a chance to get it.
And for those who don't know what a crust buster is,
It is the most magical
Tell
poop
us, Addison,
stirring
what is
mixer
it?
buster.
you
in
know
the
what it
world.
looks like? It looks like, have you seen those fucking the canoes that they hollow out in like Brazil and shit, and then they throw that long ass fucking motor on it?
Yeah, it's like a mud motor.
Yeah, that's what the crust buster looks like.
Yeah,
we gotta throw that bitch on a canoe. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
On the duck boat
boat is perfect.
And then we're gonna pump septic tanks with it. So,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's a 2-for-1. You can
that's
sell
how
that
you
one
clean
easy.
it off. You just take it out to the lake and go for it.
Hey, honey, look at the new freaking motor I got for the duck boat.
It's hilarious.
It's 2-for-1. I can go make money with it
Why
afterwards.
does it smell like shit?
It's hilarious. I pulled in the other day to pump this dude's tank, and he used to work for some of the companies around here. And obviously, he's a real in shape dude. He's like 400 pounds, big old beer belly, old 70-year-old dude.
Guy.
Yeah,
Like he'd give her hell. Like I just want to hire him. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I feel bad for you, sir." And I'm like, "What the fuck's this dude talking about?" "I'll just back up a little longer so you don't have to drag the hose out." You know, like he had a prep. He's getting ready to tell me how bad the job was. Getting ready to pump some fucking shit, whatever. And I lay the hose out. I wind the vac truck up, and I grab the tool. And I start walking back, and I got it warmed up. And he's like,
The tool.
He's like, "What are you going to do with that?"
Oh, just you wait.
I'm going to stick it up your ass and turn it on.
I stick it in there, and he's trying to ask. He's like, "Well, where's your big pro rod like they made for me?" And you got to pump it up and down. And I'm like,
turd herder.
"Yeah, I don't do any of that."
Yeah.
You fucking stick that margarita mix in there in like 5 minutes.
Rick's fucking motorboating
you got a poop smoothie.
Man,
This dude's like, "Well, fuck, I wouldn't ever quit my job if they bought me something like this."
Oh, God.
I can only imagine.
See, now, Addison, once you buy one of these, you're never going to lose your employees.
No.
Oh, if they'll do what I ask them to do now, I mean, when I buy them one of those, they'll think it's great.
Right? They're in hog heaven.
But I will say, it's kind of like mixing concrete. You don't want to pull it out of the water too far because she will spray like a bitch.
there is that learning curve. Yes, there is.
You only do it once.
You know, as you pop the tank, you don't just sit there and dive right in. You pop the lid, you let the gases come out, you string your hoses out, you put the tool in after she's warmed up, you get mixing before you stick the hose in. You really just start letting it fucking eat. And then when the homeowner's standing there or your bitch ass labor's sitting there, you just look at him and you go, "Get you some." You know what I mean?
Does it create a little like poo vortex?
No. But if you didn't fucking let it mix long enough up top and then go down, there's still sludge on the bottom. If you leave it in there, the trick is with the tool, you stick it in, you let it eat for like about 2-3 minutes.
Good God.
It's a big tank.
I'm thinking, like 30 seconds, you got to have that fucker mixed up.
You wait till we pump yours here in a couple of weeks. You watch.
I'm not going to be home for that.
Sounds like Rick getting ready for having sex or something.
No, you just you wait. I'll lube her up.
But
good.
you watch. You let it eat, and then you throw the sucker in there, and you let it start sucking down. Then you fucking send it to the bottom. You just let it mix for like 5 minutes, dude. Yeah. There's no sludge. There's no cleaning. It's all just in the tank. Gone.
Wow.
It's great.
There you have it, guys.
So, Addison, tell us, you're a contractor. What the fuck do you do, my man? Not to get off that story.
We do a lot of land clearing. We do mostly septic systems, excavation for footings. I mean, usually what we like doing is going in when somebody buys a piece of land and they want to build a house. We do all the outside work.
Do you find yourself Snapchatting many bitches on the job? Because you do sound
swiping bitches.
That's right. You do sound just like our buddy Andrew Ruggiero.
No, I don't. I'm happily married.
Okay.
Well, he has a business, and he has a bunch of machines.
Yeah, he
trucks.
owns the business. So.
He's not into driving off the cliff.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know that it would have mattered to old Andrew if he was married or not. I think he still would have been swiping bitches
all day
the
long.
guy that got fired from every job he had.
Exactly. And the longest he'd worked was like 6 weeks.
yeah. He's like 3 months.
Yeah, that's what it was. 3 months. We're like, wow, okay.
And he totaled the truck, and he still tried to drive it to work.
He did.
He still showed up.
Yeah.
He was all heart.
And Greg's like, I would hire that motherfucker.
I know.
A guy like that, he'll total his truck, still show up to work, and he still gets fired. I mean, how bad is the guy?
I hope to God, dude, that guy shows up one day here at Pete Black.
We love Andrew to death, but he is a hot fucking mess, like all the way around. Just a hot fucking mess.
But so what kind of head do you use when you go out to do the land clearing?
Well, Ty, why don't you just suck them off?
I just want to hear what kind of machine he has.
We don't use that.
Oh, you don't mulch?
Stuff.
Oh, come
That's
on.
stupid.
Bitch.
It's a waste of time.
What a bitch.
That's the coolest shit since sliced bread, man.
So what do? Use chainsaws?
No, they drag
we
chains.
take a track hoe. We take a track hoe and push it over, pile it up, and burn it.
Oh, that's fucking. Come on,
That's lame.
That's super lame. Although you do get to play with fire.
Yeah, and if we could do that here in Michigan, I would.
That's true.
But we
Why won't they let us do
I'm
that?
literally on a job. We're clearing land. I'm watching the brush pile burn down.
I was going to say, is that where you're at right now? Yeah, you're sitting there watching the brush pile burn.
If we lit it right now.
I'm sitting on my dozer watching this brush pile burn.
Nice.
So hang on a second. Any second, this dozer can fire up because the fire's getting out of control and you just go dormant.
Yeah.
No, you got to narrate.
Hang on, I'll be back.
You got to narrate. You don't get to just walk away. You got to narrate
Hang on,
this
boys.
bitch.
The wind just fucking
Sit here. I'm cutting a fire line right now.
I done got fired. I got fire breaks.
Well, let me put it this way: if you have to dial 911, you have to do a 3-way call.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's the agreement going forward.
And sir, what's the emergency? I'm in Michigan.
We don't know. He was tending a fire. It's all his fault.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Put the dildo away.
We used to be able to burn up here quite a bit. We'd pull a lot of permits.
Yep.
The hillbillies done fucked that up around here by
Too many
Y'all
tires.
have agricultural burning?
no.
Oh, we're agricultural burn. We burn agricultural. We're always building goat barns and whatnot. So
Yeah, we try to say everything's agricultural, even if it's in a subdivision.
I tell you what, we are burning. Little doobie in the evening.
Oh, shit. I totally, dude, today just, I quit doing that, so I totally forgot that today's 420. People were like, happy 420. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, our safety guy came by the job today and had a sign, and I'm like, 420, huh?
Dude, Kevin's like
That whole fucking crew, man.
Kevin's like, you know what I'm doing today? Or yesterday, he's like, you know what I'm doing tomorrow? And he's telling the super this and there. He's like, I ain't pouring concrete. I'm riding fucking Harleys and doobies
Oh my god, dude.
all day. And I'm like, holy fuck. So he gets there today.
The whole fucking
obviously-
job site reeks.
I walked over to the
Oh
trailer
my
and I'm like, did you fuckers just burn down on the job?
Fuck yeah.
Like-
you know they did.
Go do it somewhere else. And then this morning, obviously, they went over to the concrete plant.
Yep.
And we won't say things.
Sure. Yep.
And he's like, and he's telling the super right in front of us, and he's like, I dropped off a bunch of motherfucking weed pens there this morning. Like, oh my god, dude!
So there's a bunch of fucking concrete
is-
mixer trucks driving around with
Dude,
vape pens.
fuck yeah.
We're getting ready to fucking close the job out, and like the last stretch,
We going in style,
Yeah.
baby.
Like-
Going in style.
you've been hanging out with motherfucking fucked up people the whole time.
Addison, are you done building things, or
No, he's changing his oil now.
is that what's going on? What do we got?
I shut the door on the dozer.
Okay, all
I
right.
was gonna
you
say,
got
he's gonna
a
add some
dozer
depth-
with a door?
That sounded like one of
Yeah.
the side panels. That did not sound like the regular door.
Oh, that's how he
Yeah,
pays
it
for
was a
that.
side panel.
What door
I
or
know
what
my
kind of
fucking
dozer are you
dozer sounds.
rocking down there?
Cat D3.
D3. All right.
D3, the mighty D3.
Maybe one day I'll upgrade to a D6.
So how often do you find yourself running that D3 high on life?
Well, it's
What about high
7:49.
on weed?
Never.
Never. Come on,
Never.
you're in
It's
Georgia in
illegal
the sticks.
downhill.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say,
you guys
yeah,
are-
in Georgia, it's illegal to
The thing
be.
is, like, if you get I got CDL, so if I
Oh,
get
yeah, you're
busted,
fucked.
have a wreck, they'll take my CDL, so I'll never have them again.
wow,
so.
you really live out there on the edge, don't you, Addison?
Well, we got some buddies
on
up
the
here.
ragged edge.
Yeah, right. We got buddies up here that just bootleg their own trucks with
Exactly.
no CDLs.
Yeah. Who the fuck needs a CDL? You just
'Cause
fly.
As soon as I pull on the road, they'll be sitting out there waiting on me.
Oh,
Right.
you just got to go into stealth mode. You
Like,
push
Mr.
that stealth
Fields
button.
burning some weed today. Let's
Fuck
get
yeah.
him.
So obviously, you guys are a hot mess down there. You get in, you clear a bunch of land, you do a bunch of development. You're just a hot mess all over the place, like we are.
I thought you meant like it's
In
just
general.
fucking hot because it's sweaty as balls down there.
It is hot down there.
It is hot as fucking humid.
What's your main bread and butter source of income for down there in Georgia?
Septic systems and footings.
Oh,
Wow.
And
and he said
footings.
puddings. I was like,
You know,
Well, that's after septic. We makes plenty of
I
pudding.
was going to say, is that the crust buster involvement there?
Yeah.
He whips it into a nice pudding, and then you suck it up through a straw.
So, how long have you been in business yourself?
So I grew up. My dad had a dozer and backhoe and a dump truck, and I grew up in that till I was about 21. And Dad was getting ready to retire. It was 2011, 2010. He was like, "If you want this business, you can have it, but I'm done." And I said, "Heck no." I said, "Hell, I want to be a paycheck every week. This, not getting a paycheck while it rains." So I left. I quit my dad. Dad sold everything. Went and was started out as a truck driver / wash guy at a equipment dealer. I always liked working on the equipment. I moved into working in the shop within about 6 months. About 6 months after that, I wanted a service truck, so I got in a service truck. They sent me to the cranes. They were a crane dealer. I got to be a Grove certified tech through them.
Nice.
Way up
Dude, that's
into
fucking
service
solid.
manager. Went to be a service manager for them. Then left there. Went to an equipment manufacturer. I was a product support rep for the equipment manufacturer for about 2 years. I covered Tennessee, Georgia, North, South Carolina, and Kentucky.
You fucking got around.
Oh yeah,
He's like an STD,
I mean,
baby.
it's
right?
Addison Fields. What do you expect?
Yeah.
That bitch is everywhere.
He's a big hitter.
COVID came along, and they were like, "Oh, go home," and it was a really good job I had, and they were like, "Go home. We're gonna put you on the phone queue." And I knew I couldn't stand that. I'd always had a Mini X or some piece of equipment, and everybody would be like, "Hey, will you come dig my footing?" or "Hey, will you come do this?"
Mm-hmm.
And it started getting more and more, and I had an old service truck and a trailer, and then it was kind of like, okay, well, I'm tired of doing this job. I got enough work. I had a good guy helping me, and I said, let's just quit this and let's just do this full time again.
Full
I like doing
send.
this all.
Full send.
So I just quit, and we started it back up, and I mean, it was almost like we just picked right up where we left off. I got most of my dad's old customers back, got a lot of new ones, and started buying equipment. And
Oh shit!
Nice, man.
My right hand man is, I mean, it's just me and him for now. We're looking to hire somebody else, but that's
So it's like
problem.
how you and Brian are rocking.
No,
And
No?
there ain't nothing like Brian. Rick.
Hey, why don't you swing?
Man.
Why don't you
There's
swing
only better.
that microphone?
Yeah, there's only better. I like
it's
that.
only better. So,
There it is. For our YouTube viewers.
Yeah, you want the full body shot.
Yeah, the full body. It was.
Oh,
It was.
dude, that was blocking fucking.
It was blocking my crotch, and I know
Yeah,
that's
that's
what draws
horrible.
the subscribers to the YouTube.
Was it really?
Brian's like sitting
So,
there.
so for our audience, our listening
that.
audience, yeah, look at that.
Look
You're,
at
you're
that. That
blocking
guy-
the money
that guy's-
shot.
That guy's not
What the
that
fuck?
big. No
yeah,
wonder.
Come on now. So for our listeners, if you're unaware, we now have a YouTube channel that is Sweat and Grime, very easy to find. And
our
you can
guest,
join
look,
us.
Camera 4.
Camera 4 is our guest, and it is currently just a black screen.
Yeah.
Because that's how professional we are. But you can see my crotch live on YouTube until
It's nothing to
Rick.
write home to mom about.
Well, it was up until Rick swung the mic in front of it and blocked it. I mean, I guess censorship is here for a reason.
Maybe that little guy wanted to talk too. Here, let him talk, Brian. What?
Please,
Brian, if
please, anything will do.
wow,
So Addison,
not even a manly voice.
So you started out just doing, like, what was the first piece of equipment that you bought right when you got back in the seat of being in
A
business
shovel.
for yourself?
I had a Mustang 35 excavator. Gave $10,000 for it.
A
Still got it.
Mustang.
That's like a gal.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize they made
it's a
minis.
gal.
I thought they
It's
were
actually-
all CTLs.
It's actually a whacker.
A whacker.
And
Whacker, baby.
Yeah.
I just
It's
interviewed those guys. I didn't realize.
Rebranded.
I didn't
you
realize
whack 'em?
Whacker's been in the excavator, the mini business for like fucking like 20 years.
Yeah.
18
Yeah, the
years.
one I
they
got
got
was
some-
like a 2003 or
No
2004
shit.
or something.
That's crazy.
They actually make some nice little machines.
yeah.
Whackers do.
Apparently.
It
I
still
would
works.
sell
He
every
still
other
has
piece
it.
of equipment. I would sell every piece of equipment I got before that thing left.
So you will not let go of your Whacker.
Hell no. How many times a week do you use your whacker?
Every week.
Now,
I would say
Hey,
probably
I
just as
made-
much as you use your freaking Hitachi, Rick.
well, that's what I was about to say. Has your Whacker ever encountered a Hitachi, and how did that go?
It went
Absolutely
down.
not.
Absolutely not. Come on now. You just got to tickle her a little.
Now, think about it. If you could stick the Hitachi between the teeth on the whacker, what would you have? A Hitachi whack.
Oh, well. All right.
Or a wackatach.
Wackatach?
A wackatachi?
Yeah. A wackatachi.
That's nice.
We have a construction company around here, a big one. It's called Tally Construction, and all their whacker.
Yeah, the tallywhackers.
controllers, they say
Fuck yeah.
tallywhacker.
That's awesome.
That is fucking
Bring on
sweet.
over the tallywhacker packer.
That's genius marketing
You
right
know
there.
what? You know what he needs to do? He needs, since he has a whacker, he needs to go buy a fucking Trojan bucket.
That's true. Actually, just under whacker, you should just write in marker, I hardly knew her.
Well, it doesn't say whacker on it anywhere. You can just tell by the way it looks. That's what it is.
You know what?
You know what? My
Spray paint and
penis,
stencils.
my penis don't say whacker either.
That's true. Mine's off brand.
Yeah. we flying undercover.
That's right.
So that's a long
Boy,
pause.
you
Wow.
acted like you were going
So-
somewhere and then you just dropped the ball. My God.
I actually just realized I needed a
suspense.
drink of
So
water.
from that, so in 2-3 years, you've been in business. Then you added in a shit sucker truck.
So we just added the sucker truck in January.
Oh, all right.
That's
so
right,
a new-
because that's what
Yeah.
fired off the whole conversation in Vegas.
I think we influenced
that
him.
I distinctly remember.
Well, it was funny. Like we bought it, and then the podcast came out about Rick buying one. And I was
yeah.
like, hey, they're buying a sucker truck too.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
We're
Yeah,
just
so-
all
and
The
we were
whole
going-
shit wagon.
It took a month to get all the DOT numbers and
Oh,
the
yeah.
stickers and
Yeah.
the our license to pump. We had installer's license, but license to pump and all that garbage.
You need to
So-
get that in one of those fucking the prints that go right in the front of the windshield.
yeah.
License to pump.
Now what is the name of your shit truck?
Good question.
Yeah, have you christened her?
I don't know. Yeah, it says on the back of it, hauling political promises.
Okay,
Ooh.
hauling political
That's
okay.
pretty fucking
All right,
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could do better.
Come on, you
yeah,
got the
probably.
stool
I mean, you
bus.
said the stool bus. Like God, everybody.
Exact. Thank you. Thank you. That is
Well,
exactly what I
But
said.
his
like,
is yellow, so not everyone's looks.
I
Yeah,
will-
mine looks like the Oscar Mayer weenie
yeah,
wagon.
Rick's looks like a fucking hot dog stand. Yeah.
I saw you this morning. You never answered me.
What?
I saw Rick pulling into a farmhouse in Fenton this
Oh,
morning.
you did? What time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where were we?
South
don't-
Holly Road.
I don't think that was. I don't
Are
think
you
that
sure?
was Rick.
Are you sure that was ours?
Is there another fucking weenie wagon shit
Is there
truck?
one that looks like us?
I can't fucking miss
Hang
that
on,
fucking
we gotta
shit
get.
truck.
We gotta
Hang
get to
on.
the bottom of this.
You seen our shit truck in Holly today?
I'm pretty damn sure.
There is another
8
fucking
o'clock.
weenie wagon shit
It was
truck.
yellow with
Hang on.
a red front.
Did it have a trailer behind it? Because then the fucker stole it from my house.
He was backed in, so
He probably dropped the trailer.
Huh.
dude, I could swear. I just went, whoa, Rick's pumping it.
Did it say our business name on the side?
Well, I
fucking
will
don't
say this:
recall.
who in
Well,
the
obviously he
fuck?
doesn't know. He would have done said it if he
Yeah,
knew,
right.
so.
Exactly.
Who in the fuck?
I just
would
looked to my
heist-
left and I saw.
picked,
I'm like,
I picked
oh.
Brian up at like 6:30 at his house.
Well, I'm
Oh.
just mentally going down the path of who the fuck would boost a shit truck, like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Do you know where your shit truck is right now?
I haven't been home yet, so
What
it
did
could be gone.
Yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds. Wasn't that the Nicolas Cage one?
Although I
Could
did,
you imagine Nicolas Cage like his fucking crown jewel is a fucking hot dog looking shit truck?
fucking hoses flopping
Yes.
everywhere. You know, the other
She's
day
got
though,
the crust buster on her.
the other day though, I was telling Greg this, and he's not here because he's Greg.
Yeah, where the fuck is Greg? Oh,
Greg's
Greg.
gone. Greg, be gone.
He's in Florida. You know,
No, Virginia.
oh Virginia. Sorry,
Actually, he's probably in the air coming back now.
that's true.
I was like, Greg, this world needs us. And we were talking on the phone the other day, and I said, I'll tell you, there was 2 signs. A homeowner bought a brand new tractor, and he had a 6-foot brush hog off the back, and he had like this little utility tractor. So that fucker was swinging 6 feet past the gate.
Yep.
When he made the curve, he almost sideswiped the car next to him.
Oh,
And one better, he had it chained all down. And he had the bucket all the way up in air, and he had a strap over it. And it's almost clipping like the light poles.
Mm.
About 2 minutes later, here come fucking a camper, and it's dragging the shit tube.
no shit.
Bouncing down the
Oh,
road.
that's nice.
And I was like,
Yes.
This world needs us.
Yes.
It needs all of us.
Just a little bit of intelligence goes a long
It
way.
goes a million miles.
So, what's your favorite thing to do with your business there, guest?
Oh, I don't know. I like it all. It doesn't matter to me. I
That
just like
is.
to say being on a machine, just digging. I like the challenge of we do a lot of septic systems that everybody else says they can't be done.
Now, what
They're like,
type
oh,
is
it's
that?
too hard. Well, way different than what y'all do, but most we call them pump systems. We have 2 tanks and a pump, and they got to be real shallow installation.
Is that what you
did
did?
at-
Is that the one I helped you guys with?
Pressure system.
Yeah. So
We don't do it. Ain't pressure. We don't do like y'all put pressure directly into the lines.
Oh yeah, we pump a
We
2-inch
cannot
out.
do that.
We
Yeah,
pump
we pump
2-inch.
2-inch out of the pump tank into a D box, and it most of the time has to be equal distribution. So you have to have an equal.
Oh, one of those equalizers.
400 foot, four lines that are 100-foot long.
Yeah,
goes
we're
into the D box, and then it equals out through that.
Why are you pumping? Is it
We're
not
re-
able to gravity feed?
we're retarded up here. They don't do that. We call it a pump and dump. We used to be able to do that, and now they just want to take it to a T. Then they want to put the little header on. Then they want to choke it down to an inch pipe with like 1 million holes.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
We don't do it like y'all excavate a whole big area and build a bed and all that. We don't do any of that. We dig a 3 foot wide, anywhere from 12-inch trench depth to 30-inch trench depth, depending on the soil classification. And
Dude, I went down to Ohio and helped a
Wow.
buddy out that was, in fact, let's give him a shout out. Built Right Excavating down there out of the
Built Right.
Cambridge, Wayne and Merrick. I was working with them, and that's where I really realized how retarded Michigan is when it comes to septic systems.
I don't like those guys.
Who?
Built right.
Why the fuck don't you like Built Right?
Because I didn't get to go.
Well, we can call Wayne. We can call him,
No,
and we
I
can
don't-
bitch him out.
I don't like them. I didn't get to go. It's not fair.
You know why Rick's jealous is because I did the tunnel project with them,
Oh,
Yeah.
and Rick wasn't invited to the
Yeah.
tunnel project.
I would
That's-
be
It was,
pretty butthurt,
it was
too.
badass.
I would be
It was
pretty.
a fucking sweet
pretty
ass
mad.
job. Yeah,
That almost broke our bromance up.
it did. It did.
It
He was
did,
very upset.
But I had to bring it back.
It is a little. It was one of those we just had to talk it out.
So, Addison, if you ever invite either of these guys down, you got to invite them both.
Yeah.
well, y'all can all come down. I don't
right.
care.
Yeah, I just come for the
If
party.
Rick goes to see a fucking porn star without me, I'm taking it personally.
See what I mean?
I went to see Addison Fields. Fuck you, Rick.
That's your best Southern
Now-
voice, huh?
Now,
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
follow Rick back to when Ryan ran off? Did Rick secretly detour to another drag show?
No.
Did you join him?
No.
No.
I don't even know where Brian was. Him, Addison, and I, and his guy just sat there and kept talking for.
Yeah,
Long
you guys
time.
chatted for a long time, but I was also tied up for a long time. So by the time I came back,
Like
Everyone was
I was
parting
having, I
ways.
was having so much fun talking to him that I didn't even give a fuck where you were.
I know, and I literally just came off as a dickbag because I was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. See ya."
And the best part is none of these guys in the studio know that I was orchestrating, helping our fans
Oh yeah,
and
we
people
were
that
just
know
hanging
us
out.
find you guys.
You sick fuck. You set us up with another group of men.
Fuck yeah.
He just
Wow.
Addison's like, hey, are they swingers? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, they're down for anything.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's Vegas.
He's like, I'm booking it. I'm getting there.
I mean, they were at a drag convention the night before, so
We were.
odds are good.
It is in Vegas.
The magic can happen.
So, Addison, what was your favorite part about going out to Con Expo?
Meeting
I'm
us.
from Georgia. Can you imagine the difference in climate change that is? I mean, it was crazy, but I mean, the equipment. I mean, that's just what I just love the equipment, all about it. And you're around a whole bunch of people that's all they want to
That's
talk about.
all they're
Hang
talking
on,
about.
I want to
yeah.
back this up because you made the weather statement, but I'm thinking you went from hot as fuck and sweaty as fuck
Hot
to
as fuck.
Oh, I'm
just
not
hot
talking
as
about
fuck?
the weather. I mean, around here, I live with around a bunch of hillbillies. I mean, we don't have all
Oh.
that crazy stuff you see out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
You don't see
freak
that
shows.
stuff.
Are you talking about
Oh,
The
yeah.
climb,
So you've
yeah.
never seen a fine set of ass cheeks walking down the strip
With his pecker dangling.
with his pecker hanging out the front?
No, you would be in jail
And beat up.
where I'm from. Oh,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah,
you
it
get
just
your
wouldn't
ass kicked
happen.
for that where I'm
No.
from.
Now, I forget the fucking name. When we flew into Georgia, there was a fucking road they told us to stay away from downtown.
Oh,
the
that's
guy getting
right.
on the tarmac.
You went to Atlanta.
No,
Yeah.
he's like Beale Street. Hey, stay away from
he's
Beale
like, don't
Street.
go
What
down
the
this
fuck
road.
road was
or Bait
that?
Street.
Because he's like, they're looking for primate meat like you guys.
Yeah, what the fuck road was
I
that?
don't know. That black guy was rattling off, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was hilarious.
And then we had Isaac with him. And
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
was looking at little Isaac.
oh yeah,
our camera
Isaac,
guy.
poor Isaac.
he's like, yeah, you wear those little skinny ass fucking nut
You
huggers.
better stay away from Beale Street.
Yeah.
Or
They
they'll
get
take
their-
some.
I get their
they'll eat you
hands
alive.
on you.
You're right up there, Allie. That was awesome. I totally forgot about
So-
that.
Just go to fucking downtown Atlanta. Get you some of that freak show.
Yeah. Take your
Yeah, I
pants
don't
off.
want to go. I ain't no part of that.
Yeah.
So you fly to Vegas.
You know, you sit here and play the victim, Addison,
Yeah.
but you're not willing to put any effort into the endeavor.
Yeah, exactly. He'd
You're right. I'm
he'd
not
rather
willing to
fly 10 hours.
Yeah, you
For
if
4
you-
hours.
no,
if
he's a smart man. He's on the air.
Let me tell you,
and what
if
happens in
ConExpo
Vegas
would've been-
stays in Vegas.
If ConExpo would have been in Kansas in the middle of a cornfield, I would have went to that. Vegas, I don't care nothing about.
Yeah.
you don't care about Vegas.
I've been to Vegas
Not at
once,
all.
and it was like my one and done. I'm like, all right, that was interesting. Not really, if I have to go back and somebody pays me to go, or pays for my trip, yeah, I'll go.
everyone talks about how fucking dirty New York is, but I feel like
Vegas is pretty
I was
nasty.
closer
New
to
York
getting,
is even fucking a horrible place.
I feel like
wanna
I
go
was
back.
closer to getting a venereal disease walking down the strip in Vegas than I ever was in fucking New York.
We should have asked one of the Uber drivers if they ever bleached for STDs in the back of the car.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Because
You know what? That one guy we know for a
Yeah.
fact didn't have to because he was double shot in the fucking spritzers.
No one was in the car long enough.
and then he had the other one that was taking him to the pound down every time.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm married, but
I got my 800 snakes and 14 pit bulls. It's fine.
So you brought one of your employees down with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
are you
Solid.
drinking beer?
No, I'm drinking water.
Bitch.
I would drink one if I had one. I have
Or we're drinking beer.
one. Lucky
Be
y'all.
jealous. Be jealous, Addison. I'm
I
trying to
am.
make you
I'm
jealous. All right. What kind of beer you drink? Bud Light? Queer.
That was so good. Well, I tell you what, I started drinking Bush instead.
That's right. Goddamn right, Merca.
So what kind of beer do you drink?
What? I'm sorry.
Budweiser.
Yingling.
Oh yeah, Yingling. I saw some fucking hilarious posts this
What?
morning.
Yingling.
It was like Yingling. Yeah, we don't have to worry about. We're just pure American, and we don't sell it to no pussies. Whatever.
You're all going to hell.
Oh, that's awesome. Who the fuck gets this upset about beer? My God.
Greg Johnson.
It is-
Well, I don't understand why they don't. They just sell the beer, man. Why you got to
Yeah.
try to make it?
You don't
Well,
have
but
to.
but
Well,
that's nothing new.
well,
That's the thing about it is it's nothing new for a huge mega company to decide to get on the fucking bandwagon so they can get more people. Like to
yeah,
me,
but they took
that's not a shock.
they took all the working classes beer and just put it down to like the 1/3 percentile though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
you
in
were
6
making
months, everybody
money.
forgot about it.
I was just about to say, let's be
That's the
totally
thing.
fucking honest.
I didn't give a fuck about it. I was like, well, that was retarded. But at the same time, I'm like, all my friends and people that I know that are like, I'm getting rid of my Bud Light and I'm never drinking this again. I will go to their house in about 2 weeks
Yeah.
and it'll be fully stocked.
I thought you weren't drinking this. Well, it was on sale.
Yeah, it was on sale. Fuck that.
If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't even know it went on.
Amen to that. Exactly.
Well, that's the other thing too. For as in your face, oh my God, with the trannies, I have yet to see one fucking Bud Light rainbow can. Like a single one outside of social media.
Dude? Again, you do you. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
It was great. I think it's fucking hilarious because I see humor in everything.
Oh, I do too. I think it's fantastic.
you watch America melt down.
Yes.
You know what
And it's
happened?
epic.
Like 7 huge bills got passed while we're all freaking out about
Yeah.
fucking
No,
Bud
you
Light.
know what
you
really-
transgen-
Smoke and mirrors,
Yep.
man.
You know what
Smoke and
really
and all of a
happened?
sudden, we just allowed the whole Congress to pass some shit that
See,
we don't even know about.
That ain't
Yeah,
even it.
America's worried about what's on the beer can in the
Yep.
fridge, but
Yeah.
we're not worried about.
But your
what
kids
actually
won't
goes
have
on.
any school dollars next week to go
What
to school.
just happened is Anheuser-Busch just trolled America, and America is all in a froth and frenzy, and who the fuck cares? Like, who the fuck cares?
Those red, white, and blue cans ain't gonna sell no more.
Well,
Wait till 4th of July.
I
They'll
was
be
about to say,
fucking on
4th
every
of
boat
July,
I go
it's
on.
gonna exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
you wait till they got the whole pride colors in it.
What happened? I thought
I'll
you were
fucking drink that
anti-bud.
too.
Well, they changed it back to the American flag, so we're good.
Yeah, you walk in the bar and somebody hands you a Bud Light, you're gonna say, "Yeah, I don't want this."
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
every time,
drink it.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's
every time I see someone throwing out beer, all I think of is that song. Well, you've got to stand for something. like, what a weird fucking stand to take there. But okay, whatever.
And then you stand next to one of those trannies, and they got it just standing right next to you.
Right. Now that's something that
All
will
right,
stand.
say that this morning. I was like, the thing I sent this morning was I threw my case of Bud Light into the woods last night, and this showed up on my trail cam. It was $2 fucking.
You can't write this shit, dude.
I was dying.
You
I
know,
just had to put some fire into the thread this morning.
you got to find
Fucking
some
awesome.
humor in this fucked up world,
No,
because it's like burning down. Throw some
Well, like, who
gasoline
cares?
on it.
Like,
Yeah,
really, who
that's the
cares?
thing. It
Why,
does
why
not-
are we even worried about that? Does that affect your life in any way? that-
Correct.
exactly.
Keep
Correct.
going.
Exactly. But you got to find humor in everything. But, even like our podcast and social media and everything else, you got to take it at face value. You can't let this shit rattle you because somebody struck a nerve and said something that offended you. We all take things differently.
Take it in, listen, throw it out the back
Yeah.
door, and keep moving on. Every morning I
It's
wake
just
up.
like you get on a page and the septic installs, and they're like, "Oh, you don't do it right because that's how we do it in Michigan.
Yeah.
Y'all don't put the same fucking septic systems in
I
that
know.
we do
Yeah.
down here. Why are you even wasting your breath?
That's kind of how I am with
Why
like
ain't you worried about the Bud Light can?
Yeah,
worry
like,
about that.
on my
instead.
bathroom renovation and like deck, pages I follow. Like everyone just bashing her. Like, you don't do it right. I'm like, who? If it works, it works.
And then you say,
Who gives a fuck?
Then you'll say an honest answer to actually try to help somebody out.
And then you just get bashed.
And it's like the keyboard warriors
Yeah.
attack. Now you got something to be like, go drink a Bud Light.
Yep.
So Addison,
That's great.
what do you do besides work? What gets you through life, through your day? Like, what drives you, man?
That's pretty much it.
What? Like
Just
no,
work.
like kids, wife, nothing. Like
I mean, I got a kid. I got a daughter and a
well,
wife.
that's what I'm saying.
I-
Like so, those are the things that get
yeah,
you going.
That's why I go, so we can all have a better life. That's why I go to work and I'm standing out here at 8:00 at night watching a brush pile burn. Is I want them to have as comfortable, easy life as they can have.
Nice.
Now, do you want us to re-ask that question so when your wife listens, you could
You
perform
say,
that
do this?
again?
Yes.
No, she knows. She knows.
She knows I just love working.
I
Yeah.
do. I mean, I like what I do. There's no doubt about it. I mean,
That's
I've
awesome.
I've never been out of the equipment industry. I've always liked the equipment and got to find something to do with it instead of just collect it in the yard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I enjoy.
So you just work 24/7. You don't do anything fun. Like what's something that Addison would do if he was not in a piece of equipment or
Oh, we like go duck hunting. We like doing stuff like that. I mean,
Mostly masturbating.
but
Do you go
I mean-
frogging?
frog gigging.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to do that a bunch when we was in high school. More about just going and drinking the beer and
yeah, right?
walking around the pond. But
Do you go
you know.
noodling with the fucking?
I ain't doing, I
Fish?
ain't sticking my hand up no hole. I don't know what's in
Dude, that shit's fucked up.
Yeah, I watched this fucking like
I tell you-
100-pound chick wrestle one and stuck her arm down there, and it was
Yeah.
like everything she could do to get back above water. I'm like,
Oh, that's
fuck
that
that.
like super outdoor sports girl. Yeah,
Like,
she
there's-
fucking just goes, and
there's-
pulls it out. I'm like, she's down there for like 5 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
is somebody gonna pull her up? And she comes up with this like, what is it, like a 75-pound
Yeah,
freaking
carp or some shit, catfish. I'm like,
it.
I think
I'll
she's
watch you do
losing.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
We're having technical issues
You know
with my
what?
mic stand.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine.
I think we should take Greg and use his Johnson to go noodling down and fucking catfish.
Maybe that next time we play Cards Against Humanity, that's the punishment. You got to
Yeah.
dangle the Wiener Schnitzel
No.
out there.
No, you gotta snap your dick on that little yellow trap.
Oh,
Just drop the
tip.
head.
Man, just the tip has a whole new meaning.
Oh,
My
Oh.
God.
So
You're-
how do you feel about how
You're a
we
bitch
started
if you
this
don't.
podcast and kind of how we went rogue for a minute and we come back every once in a while?
Yeah,
Like,
what's
what's
your
your take
opinion?
on that?
I mean, that's what I was expecting.
I tell
Alright.
you what, you snap that thing on it. You need to be home within about 10 minutes to show the old lady. Look at what happened.
Yeah, you better eat a
I
fucking
got my dick
Viagra.
stuck in the mousetrap.
Eat a Viagra and then snap that bitch. I just came home with Kong.
It looked like the fucking Space Needle.
Oh my god.
EB.
All right, we're gonna do a quick survey. For those of you who don't see the live stream here,
Can I participate?
I stepped out for a quick tinkle and I thought about it on the way back.
Ooh, he was singing about something.
You know what the bad
Those-
part is? The fucking sick fucker didn't even wash his hands.
I did,
You're
which is
gross.
where this
pretty wet.
fucking topic
Hey.
comes from.
Liberals wash their hands.
Jesus Christ, he's interrupting me, telling him I wash my hands, which is why
Conservatives.
this whole fucking survey
you
is
two-
happening.
Relax.
Thank
Come
you.
on. You guys
Why
been
do you,
working
why do you
together.
piss on your hands anyway?
Yeah, right?
That's what I always said. Everyone's like, wash your hands, and I'm like, or just don't piss on yourself, and you don't have to worry about it. My God.
Brian likes to share.
Anyways, so as I was washing my hands, Mr. Johnson here has one of those turbo charged fucking blow dryers for your hands.
Yeah.
Now my survey is, am I the only man who puts his hands together in just the right configuration where it makes fart sounds? I know Tot does it because he just laughed.
I don't.
The Dyson ones get their good.
Come on, Addison.
Actually, here I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
exactly.
I'll tell you the real truth why Greg has that. Is so when he comes in on a hot day and he's got that
he
sweaty,
unzips.
he's got that sweaty ass crack,
Fucker's
He
just
tries that
flapping in
fucker
the
out.
His
wind
monkey
like,
butt.
yeah.
monkey butt.
Yeah.
He gets that little pecker just flapping.
So Addison, have you ever even pulled?
Well, Addison didn't answer the survey question.
Yeah, Addison, what
do
the
you
fuck?
do you make fart noises with your hands in the blow dryer?
No, I don't even use the blow dryer. I don't piss
Oh,
on
you-
my hands.
Yeah.
So
And he doesn't wash them either.
So Addison
He's
does
full-blown
not.
hillbilly.
Yeah, he does not wash his hands.
Damn it! And I shook
I
this
mean-
fucker's hand.
And if a little tinkle gets on the fingers,
Oh.
you just wipe them on your pants.
Oh yeah. What do you? I mean, I pump septic tanks. I mean, it's
Fair
You're
enough.
around shit all
Fair
day.
enough.
Kill
That's
you.
that's probably the
Yeah.
most mild thing you come in
What
contact
hasn't
with.
killed you already? If not going to kill you,
It ain't
you're
got
all right.
hepatitis C, so
everybody
we're
was
all
scared
good.
Of COVID. I was
Right.
like, why? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, no big deal.
right?
Yeah.
Won't kill us.
See,
We all got to go some way.
Yeah, when my
Exactly.
coffee's running low,
See,
I just dip her in the tank.
this is how this is how I know our business is still amateurs in the septic business. I still wear gloves.
Ah,
Okay,
don't
see,
really know gloves.
he's above amateur. He's like novice. So this is how I know when you make it to the top. When you watch some of these motherfuckers just own it, they're raw dogging the hose and they're eating a fucking piece of pizza at the same time.
Oh, come on.
And I'm
I'll
like-
eat fried chicken looking in a septic tank all day long. Don't bother me.
No. I'm saying as
While
you're
you're
fucking
doing it.
working. Like shit slinging everywhere. These dudes fucking just eating their shit. Fucking just.
I mean, I would. I'm just usually busy.
Dude, I tell you what.
So he's still novice.
Some of the
He
hardest
can wear a headset and fucking do this.
some of the hardest working motherfuckers I ever worked with is when I sold
my
those vac
God.
trucks, the jetter trucks. And those fuckers, you're jetting sewer lines all over the city. And I used to sell nozzles and I sold the trucks. And so I learned very quickly that when that fucker pulls up, takes that nozzle off with his bare hands and holds it out for you, my God, did the mics pick that up? Sweet,
Did you just rip one?
Sweet Jesus, Rick. And we're on these nice leather chairs. Swinging that microphone around ain't going to waft it away from you at all. You got to do better than that. My God, that was, did you,
Good thing that wasn't directional.
Next time we'll catch it.
did you catch that at all, Addison? Because
No, I did not.
Oh, dude, it smells.
we just had a 4.0 on the Richter scale in here.
Gosh
My
darn, dude.
God.
It's all right. Earlier, I Dutch oven fucking Brian.
God dang.
So I locked the door. I'm like, hey, let's hide away from Top. So we go into the other room where Greg's other office is. Daughters. So Brian's in there's like, yeah, let's hide away from Top. And I let her rip and I
He
try to shut
rips
the
one and
door.
then walks out and shuts the door. I'm like, you mother...
And then he leaves the door shut for the fucking daughter the
Dude,
next day.
your ass fucking brought this whole show to a screeching halt. I don't even remember what I
Oh,
was saying.
you were dying before that, though, blowing it up, fucking gagging for air.
That's true. I did smoke Rick out. I got him back.
Holy fuck.
I got it back. It had a little. It was one of those where you let it rip and it singed a couple hairs on the way out. You're like, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's like, that one had
Yeah.
some heat.
It had some
Oh.
heat behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of awkward showing up here. I'm like, all right, Frick's truck here. no one else is here. I'm like, go to the door, it's locked. I'm like, motherfuckers. I'm like,
Why does it smell like ass in here?
they all went driving around to the Ford Lightning. That's what they did without me.
Yeah.
We took the liberal truck.
But no,
Now,
they were just hiding from me.
Addison, have you
And
actually
farting in rooms.
have you actually even heard common sense or had some wisdom that helped you in life from this podcast at all? Or is it just like something that
After
you're
you just get through with a fucking 5-minute
Yeah.
conversation about farts.
yeah, or is it just something that's like addicted like crack?
So, Addison, tell us, how is this show giving you knowledge that's allowed you to elevate your career?
no, I was asking if he was even able to.
It's a 4-step system.
Yeah.
We're only on step 1. So
First, wash your hands.
That's a good point.
Yeah, probably still not going to do that, but let's see.
There's our audience.
That's just the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. I mean, when you're out there pumping a septic tank, there's nowhere to wash your hands. So you pump the septic tank, you go in Wendy's, get you something to eat, and go on to the next one.
You know what? I'm a
I'd say
nitrile
washing
gloves
your
man.
hands is about right up there with flex time. Just fuck it.
I'm a nitrile glove man. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Snap, baby. Get ready for that
Yeah,
prostate
and then they
exam.
rip, and then it's all over you anyway. So
That's
what
true.
difference does it
Yeah.
make?
It is disappointing when you pull the glove that's over top of the nitrile off and you notice that rip and you're like, well, there went lunch.
You know what? I will say. I just noticed something when I was buzzing past you in the shit truck the other day. Dude, this motherfucker was riding my back end.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, we're
2
talking,
inches
we're talking
off my
about when
back
you were
end.
driving.
yeah.
Todd.
Well, he got behind me, but
yeah.
all of a sudden I passed by him. I'm like, oh, he put his driver's name on the fucking
I
on the
did.
door. That was pretty cool. So it says Brian or Ryan.
I was gonna say it better not say
So-
Brian.
It can't
We
real
got
quick.
some
We can change
fucking
it really quick.
issues.
We just need a B.
Yeah, you need.
Now,
you got
Addison,
issues.
do you drive the truck or do you have a guy your employee drive it?
He drives it.
All right. Have you put his nice little cursive?
Name on the
Name
door.
on the door?
Oh, that's so stupid.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow, what a dick
Well,
bag.
you stay down in Georgia in your sweaty ass fucking weather.
Yeah, what an
That's
asshole.
Hey, now does your truck have AC?
Well, yeah.
If you drive fast enough.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
just-
255.
250,
Two windows rolled down. Yeah, two windows rolled down. Going
55 miles an hour. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, I'd be so pissed if I had an AC in the pump truck.
Fuck. God.
Oh no,
Smelling
we
the-
have everything's got AC. We keep everything. We do. I do all the mechanic work, so I fix all of it. So if it don't have it, we fix it.
Nice.
Well, if you're ever running a little light on wrenching and you're bored, come on up.
Rick has
Yeah,
got
unfortunately, that's never the case.
Yeah,
My
it's
God.
never the problem.
Rick has hodgepodge together a fucking fleet that just is just full of gems. And Mr. Johnson himself has trucks that will only add to that.
I guarantee you, Rick's trucks are way nicer than everything I got.
You know,
I don't know. Have you seen pictures?
Rick does like the 50-foot. Take a picture 50 foot away and then
Exactly.
like puts a what is it called, filter on it.
When it's raining, so it's all shiny.
Yes, yeah,
That's
Exactly.
like that's like the only time we
it
all
looks
dirt.
like it's been waxed. It turns out it's just rain.
Yeah. Until the November last year, the newest piece of equipment I had was a 2011.
No, fuck, that's
So-
new.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
I know.
that's a little bit of an upgrade from 1984.
What year's your shit truck?
99.
99.
99.
Oh, you
His
got a
was
96. Ooh. You know what? You ought to bring that bitch. We'll meet you halfway. We ought to have a shit truck drag race.
I tell you what, when my truck finally starts getting to the scrapyard price,
Yep.
we'll enter into the derby race.
Dude, we'll go down and
but
fuck
Tri-
with Edmund McCain.
You can't tell anyone.
No.
But she's full.
And once everybody tries passing, you just pull the fucking
No,
lever.
it's a fucking derby race. They're going to be crashing in the side of you.
Yeah.
The first motherfucker
oh,
that crashes
I
in
thought
the
you
side
were
of
talking about like the
No,
fucking
demolition derby, baby.
Yeah.
like the Rumble
You know-
or 500 or something.
But
Oh,
see,
God.
you're going to only want to hit going in reverse.
Yeah.
You don't want to get
You don't wanna
sideswiped
come
or
in,
coming
yeah.
forward. You hit them in reverse. And then, like, once
Is
you
it
get back there,
automatic? Is it an automatic truck?
it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a bitch truck. No wonder he put his name.
She
on the door.
drives
Yeah, right.
like a dream.
I know. I was racing Todd the other day. I was giving him hell for his money.
Yeah, I think we need to have a shit truck drag race. We
He
need to
fucking
do it
scared the
empty.
shit out of me. I'm like, dude, that motherfucker's gonna come right through my back end.
We need to do it empty, and we need to do it loaded, and see if the results change.
Todd's old Silverado just about didn't pass the stool bus.
Ooh, you know the stool bus. I will say has got some balls behind her. She may look a little rough on the outside, and she may have the name the stool bus,
Oh yeah.
but she's got some balls.
You know,
Oh, mine don't.
I want to put an automatic valve on the back, so when someone starts getting too close,
Oh fuck yeah!
you turn it on and it starts hitting their windshield.
Yeah.
They just start turning the wipers on.
But you need to do one of those fucking valves they throw on the water wagons.
Yeah.
Really. Exactly.
Yeah.
You want a fucking waterfall.
Go right through downtown Howell and
Shit
fucking let it
geyser.
rip.
Oh,
Go
God.
chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, especially this one.
It'd be like Willy Wonka's Milk Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Oh, that'd
You
be
know,
great.
mix a little Dawn dish soap in there. You get the bubbles and suds. It just smells like ass.
Oh my god! You know,
Now he's still working right now. Did today feel like it was like the start of the season?
today felt like Friday.
Today felt like
I thought.
it's not.
I know.
Brian and I have been
It is
working our
not.
dick off. So Brian jumps in the truck. I'm like, dude, one more day. He's like, I know it's Friday. I'm like, yeah, it's Friday. We're fucking busting our fucking ass all day long. I have to pick up an auger for Saturday. The job has just escalated to like out of control but tameable at the
Yeah.
same point.
It's just
And
stupid.
it's
shit.
right on the front line, and we're jumping through all these hurdles. Everything's happening. I'm like, fuck, it's noon. My wife's I got to pick up the fucking auger before they fucking close at
This
4
is an
o'clock.
actual auger, not
Yeah.
a shit auger.
Yeah. I called my wife, and obviously I'm so flustered, and she's trying to talk to me. I'm like, you just got to get here and take my truck, get the auger, blah, blah. And she gets there, and she's like, so how many days do you need it? I'm like, for the weekend. They're like, okay, well, today's Thursday. Oh, my God, dude.
Yep.
That's how our day
That's the worst.
been.
That is the worst motherfucking you can get is when you think it's Friday and someone breaks it to you at 2:30
Oh shit!
in
You
the
thought it was
afternoon.
Friday, and you were telling your wife you had to get it, so you had it
Yeah.
for the
She
weekend.
showed
before
up
the
to
both
the,
under
she
the
showed up
impression
to
it's
the
been
job
Friday
and took
all
my
day.
pickup.
And then,
She got
and then
to
we
the
got
rental
the news
store.
it was
So you
Thursday.
paid for an extra day
Yeah.
for no reason.
No, we didn't pick it up.
All right.
Then I had a Hornet come back, pissed
Yeah.
that I ruined her day because she's getting ready for a horse show and
you didn't
stuff.
tell
Yeah.
me you got Mama mad.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
But-
oh.
she's mad at me for just running my head cut off. She wasn't really mad. She just like
You need to settle down.
You need to keep your shit together like you normally do, but you're kind of wigging
Tell her
out.
to start becoming our job site secretary and keep our schedules for us. 'Cause
She keeps everything else
my
straight
God.
for me. She might as well come to the job and coordinate.
We both fucking thought it was
Now, does
Friday
your wife do
all
that for
day.
you, Addison?
No,
What's your wife do?
she works for Blue Cross Blue Shield Insurance.
Nice.
They take all my money.
It was even better though. We're driving back to do the podcast tonight. My wife calls. She's on the phone. We're talking, and Brian, she gets talking about tomorrow, and Brian's like, "Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday." So I put her on speakerphone. She's like, "You motherfuckers, I need to fucking ship both of you." Brian's like, "Start a group text."
Yeah, start a group text and tell us what day it is.
It's been just a hot
Well,
mess.
it's kind of yesterday. The customer we're working at, she's like, "Oh, you guys gonna be here working tomorrow?" We're like, "Yeah," because it was Wednesday. We're like, "Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow." She's like, "It's Saturday, guys," and we're like, "What? No,
Yeah.
tomorrow. Today is not Friday. That was Wednesday." And that really fucked up my whole week.
Hang on. I got to go back to something. Your wife works for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I've been over here reeling about that. You get like really great insurance for really cheap.
No,
Wow.
no. There's a lot of the providers that they work with that they get, or the other like TVA, they get better insurance. The
Yeah.
government gets better insurance.
So Blue Cross
We do.
Blue Shield is just like, fuck you.
They put to their employees like they do everybody else.
Well, it's kind of
Yeah.
like, I always thought like people that worked at hospitals and stuff would always have great health insurance provided them. Fuck no, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Now, they got like that Christians insurance where the people pay into it and then you
Yeah.
just draw.
I
think we should start our own sweat and grime insurance
I'm game.
for all our guests.
Yeah.
You know what? After interviewing a lot of our guests,
Well, we're going to have to like interview them, take their money and then cut them off the list.
You know what, Mr. Ruggiero, your premium is going to be $10,000 a month.
A week.
Brandon Culpepper.
Brandon Culpepper,
Is fucking out.
$10,000. Yeah,
Jackson Alonso.
Jackson.
Oh,
you
he's
know what?
100%.
Jackson's
He's
solid.
top of the list.
Yeah, Jackson's solid.
You know,
Yeah.
I
He's
feel like
the
Jackson,
safest, most
absolutely.
prideful employee or person in the world.
what about Johnson over here?
Fucking
he's a
Johnson,
fucking
cut him off the list?
That's the thing. You really start going through our guest list, we're gonna have some pretty high premiums.
You know what? In that case, let's just fucking start buying life insurance policies on these people.
Now you're on to
That's
something.
where
now you're on to something.
not-
You
health
know,
insurance
you know,
policies.
you could no. Do you know you could actually buy life
I know,
insurance
I found that
on
out.
people?
Fuck yeah.
We
We
just talked
should-
about the couple
Us
weeks
three,
ago.
us three should go in on Greg.
Absolutely. That's you got better odds than the crap
No,
table
because
on
then
that
he's gonna
one.
die like next week, and we're gonna look really bad, like we set it up.
I'll give his wife some tip money.
All right.
I
Now,
mean,
when you say tip
money.
money, oh sorry, money.
Yeah,
I
money.
didn't hear
I
the
thought you
money
said
part.
tit money.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, dude.
Some tit money.
Talking about Greg's
No.
wife.
We'll take the jackrabbit over here to fucking
Addison
God.
Fields.
yeah.
We'll sign Addison up.
Yeah, hey man, we really got a big favor to ask. You know, when you were on the podcast the other night,
Yeah.
well, you're guilty.
And we need somebody to make somebody disappear in a pump truck accident.
Yeah. We just need you to suck her off with the hose. Now, Addison, how the fuck did you ever even find our podcast?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't really. I think I seen it on Instagram or something. I always look for a podcast to listen while I'm working, and there's not a lot of stuff like this or
Now-
anything like that.
now,
So
Delve into that. What do you mean by there's not a lot of stuff like this out there? Just an absolute shit show of a train wreck?
correct. See, it makes my life feel more together.
That's awesome. That's
Boom!
awesome.
I love that's probably the most prideful thing.
I know, that's
I'll
a
hang that on
very-
my fucking wall.
That's a
that
great
was
compliment.
That was my thought when you said, does this change my life? Yeah, it makes me feel like I got my You guys are just like completely off the rails all the time.
Dude,
Like, I don't know how y'all all wind up in the same spot. Like, it blows my mind, but whatever.
If you would have saw us today, it was one of those. I'll be there in 40 minutes. I just got done doing this. I'm an hour away
It
still.
all
I'm like, how am
came
I gonna get
together
there
in
in 40
about
minutes?
5
yeah,
minutes.
fucking Tot comes to smell like a whore. He went to Pound Town.
That's right. That's
I
right.
didn't do any of that.
And Rick's been farting for the past 45 minutes, and I smoked him out with one hot one.
Did you?
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Tot, he shotgun fucking right from my ass. He took one right in there.
It's almost like a bong hit. Except the aftertaste is a little worse.
It was like curly fries. Like,
This is what I had to deal with on a daily basis.
This is why Addison has his life together.
but you know what's funny? Is we're just podcasting. We're dumb enough to turn it on. This is how we
Yeah.
are every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without the mics.
Always ripping ass.
Dude, Addison, wait till a couple of days ago's podcast drops. You're gonna be like, who the fuck are these guys?
Honey,
There's been a few of them where I'm like, did they just totally change this? And I didn't really get that podcast. Like, this makes no sense.
This is way too formal for these guys, and they sound like they have their shit together.
The best is that we've had a few, just a handful, not the whole conglomerate of everybody that listens. We think that listens, but we get a couple. They're like, I'm done listening to you guys because you guys are just ridiculous.
and then they're back like 2
And then
weeks
they're
later.
like, oh, you guys had a good episode. It's like, yeah, we sometimes just need a fucking.
You got to take the good with the bad. It's just life.
Exactly. It's just like
Exactly.
Bud Light. You know what?
Yeah, just
Sometimes
like
you got
the
to
beer
throw it
can.
in the trash.
It's a cancel culture.
You-
That's
but
what
that-
happens.
But that's why they keep listening because they're like they
You
might
just
come
gotta,
back.
You got to throw it in the trash and come back 6 weeks later.
Now,
What is it? It's like, they're like, oh my God, I can't stand these guys. And then they're like, my life's a wreck. Let's listen to this podcast.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to
it's
get
not
back.
so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad
Now-
after all.
how many podcasts do you actually listen to?
Probably about 5.
What other podcasts?
I listen to Build Wit,
All right.
or whatever that is. Build Wit or Aaron Wit.
Aaron Witt. What is
I
it? The
listen-
fucking Man,
what
that
is
was-
other-
that was quite the buildup. Todd just farted right in the microphone,
That was
but
not a good one.
boy, he stood up for about 10 minutes working it out.
I
was
think he
hoping it didn't.
queefed.
I didn't. I was hoping.
That was a little bit like a queef.
That was bad.
Todd, did you drink Bud Light?
I was hoping it wouldn't come out. It's like shit.
All right, so you listen to Build Wit.
So Build
Keep
Wit,
going.
yep.
Bill Witt, I listened to the Dirt Perfect podcast.
How is that one? I haven't heard his podcast.
I mean, they talk about equipment and they do a lot of like stuff about YouTube, which I couldn't care less about.
Right.
But I'm trying. There's a Breaking Ground, and then there's some guy in Canada that does. He talks to all these people about mining and a lot
Canucks
of
in construction.
Is that he's like super tall?
Oh, I ain't never seen him. It's a podcast. I don't understand the point of putting
Wow,
a podcast on YouTube. It's a podcast.
No, I think
You want to make a YouTube video.
the Canadian-
Put a YouTube video on.
Does he
trying to
sound
think.
really tall?
Todd,
If you were to paint a picture of what he looks like, what would he look like?
so Todd, please describe what your dream date would be.
Oh,
He's really tall.
Very tall.
handsome,
Yes.
Yeah.
short,
What color eyes?
brown eyes.
Brown. That's so.
Does-
Come on.
My
You-
brown eye guy. No. God, you guys are so gay.
He is drinking Bush.
We need to absolutely get that clean and just have it fire off randomly. In fact, that's what we need to figure out: how to make a randomized sound effect where it just fires off out of nowhere
You know what we need to do
in the
is
middle of the show. Brown eye guy.
hey, you know what we need to do is we need to hang one of those automatic air pressures behind Greg and just have it just start going.
Like you're the Uber driver.
Psh, what the
Now,
fuck?
when you were in
What the
Vegas,
fuck is
Addison,
this?
did you have any interesting Uber drivers?
Oh man, they were some crazy people.
Yeah, we had some awesome Uber drivers.
Hell yeah, we thought we were going to die a couple times.
What's the best one you had?
Oh yeah, yeah. So a lady we were coming back late from casino or something, coming back late, and light was red. I wasn't paying no attention. Tyler was over there, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And she slams the brakes, almost run the red light, slams me in the back of the seat. I pushed the seat up. I hit it so hard.
Sounds like Vegas.
Scared me to death. Oh,
Did she
God.
say
I
anything
was
to
like-
acknowledge it?
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know the light was red." I'm like, "Jesus Christ!"
You
What
have
is
one
going on
fucking
here?
job, and it's
12
drive the
miles.
car.
So he's got the one that slams the brakes, and we got the one that pulls out in front of the fucking semi.
That's true. We got that. Or we had the Asian lady that
one guy took us back from Con Expo to the hotel in the turning lane. Never
The whole
even
way?
the regular, just 80 mile an hour, go past the police station, everything. Nobody blinked an eye.
He had
You know
money
what?
to be made.
it turns out all them lines, they're just suggestions.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
what it felt
suggestion
like.
box.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
grandpa
I
said,
was like,
my grandpa said, just keep them between the ditches, son. You're fine.
That's it. Between the mayonnaise and the
Yeah.
mustard.
When you hit those little rumble strips on the side, you're just getting a little too close.
I heard it was like
"Oh, drunk bumps."
probably like 3
Yeah,
years ago.
drunk
We were in
bumps.
downtown Detroit, and we're talking to the Uber driver, and he's like, "You know what? Just to let you guys know, you guys aren't covered if we got in an accident." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's so fucking expensive to do like a second insurance on, and then
don't
the
got
Uber
insurance
policy."
on you?
He's like, "So Uber makes us do it, but I just sent the first one and I canceled it next week, and we're just riding under Uber's like policy." And I'm like, "You just told me this. That's fucked up." And I guess like he's like, everybody does it.
It's kind of like a guy
It's like if
residing
you
in a
get
house.
in an accident in their vehicle,
Feel like this wouldn't hold up in court, sir.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you're going to get taken to Pound Town if that goes
Yeah,
to court
but it's
because
not-
you got my ass in an accident because you ran a red light.
oh yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
See, you should have videotaped it with your phone and said, "Can you say that again?"
Yeah, say that again. Like, no,
excuse
what do you
me,
mean?
can
I got
expla-
insurance.
Explain it to me, please.
Yeah. Now give me $500 fucking dollars
Yeah,
before I
right.
turn this in. Blackmail that bitch.
Man, Rick
Most
went
of them
real
didn't speak
dark.
good English.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you followed up with another dark comment. My God, where are we going tonight?
Well,
The
I mean,
hell?
you wanted the truth. I'll tell you the truth. They couldn't
Right?
speak. I don't speak English real good either, as you can tell. But
Yeah, fuck no, you
That's
don't.
true. Yeah, you got a different dialect than we do.
Yeah. You need to take the
There's no
sucker
doubt.
out of your mouth.
What does wash your hands mean?
And shake her one more time. So, Addison, if you could give any advice for somebody that wants to get into this hot topic of a trade, what would you tell somebody?
Oh, you're
That's-
actually, this is the part where you try to give
To
a
give
life
them
lesson
advice.
out of the
Yeah,
podcast.
This is where we try to like actually engage with our guest. If somebody's on the fence and they want to get into the trade
Yeah.
in this hot topic, what kind of advice would you give them and what would it be?
go work for somebody. If you don't have any previous experience, go work with someone that does what you want to do, even if you make less money, to learn the trade. Don't just go out here and buy a brand new Mini X and say, "Oh, I'm going to start digging ditches for people," and then you screw everything up and you make a bad name for yourself. Go learn the trade first.
Boom.
And the second thing I would tell somebody is don't listen to social media when they say, "Oh, you got to go buy all brand new equipment," because if it's not brand new, you're not making any money if it's broke down.
Yep.
You're right. 100% right. Now, your third advice, if you could give another one. Somebody.
I don't know about that.
The two weren't enough. We need more.
No. Because I got to loop us into it.
All right.
Oh, right. So we can participate in giving advice? Okay.
Yeah. Watch this. Watch. See?
Listen to Sweat and Grime podcast. So
Hey,
that way
there you go, my man. Woo.
Yeah.
So you can have a
Addison,
pick-me-up when you're thinking about everything. You're like, life is horrible
Hang on.
and you're about to commit suicide. Just listen to the Sweat and
Yeah.
Grind. Life's not that
Not
bad.
any of that. Addison, if you were talking to somebody and they were getting into the trades, why would you tell them to listen to Sweat and Grime?
it's the same reason I listen to different podcasts and listen to different people. It's a different perspective on the same thing that you think, down here in Georgia in my little town, this is how everything's done.
Yeah.
It's not always done that way. There may be a better way. You guys, all the other podcasts, all the things I watch on YouTube and listen to there's other ways to do things and it may be better. Just because Dad and Grandpa done it this way for 30 years doesn't mean that's the best way.
Exactly.
There'd be
Absolutely.
an easier way.
Yep.
My dad rode a dozer for 30 years. He's had 2 hip replacements and a knee replacement,
Well, that's because he was using the butt grade,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
he threw his hips out by doing.
I was going to say, how the fuck did he have a hip replacement for running a dozer? My God.
Because he put 12,000 hours on a TD7 with his plywood with foam on it on the seat.
That'll do
I
it.
remember, and he wore his right hip out because he always leaned to the right to watch the corner of the blade. Then he wore it out. Then he leaned to the left and wore it out.
That's like
Todd's
extreme.
giving you a visual demonstration for all the live audience.
But you know what, though? If you put a new seat on that dozer, it probably threw the fuck off.
Probably.
Well, we finally figured that out. We're like, hey, maybe we just need to go to the Tractor Supply and buy a suspension seat for $200. Maybe that's a good idea.
And after that, he's like, I'm done.
At the last, he bought, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, he bought a D3 cab, air conditioning, suspension seat. He had a nice dozer to run, and we had a backhoe that had a suspension seat, and we got dump truck that had an air ride seat. I remember going from a gas dump truck to a diesel dump truck.
Now, did he pass on that advice to you? Like, son, whatever you do not drive without a suspension seat.
No, my dad thinks I'm crazy for doing this. He thinks I'm insane.
He thinks you're insane for getting back into business?
Oh, yeah. He's like, you had a good job. You were, I had a great job. I wore a collared shirt. They gave me a brand new truck every 80,000 miles. And all you do is go around and tell people what to fix on machines.
Yeah.
And, and make good money. But I just, honestly, I like to work.
Your heart wasn't in it.
Would you like to change your career and go back?
No, absolutely not.
Would your wife like you to change your career and go back?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. No, my wife is very supportive and just whatever you want to do, as long as there's money in the bank account to pay the bills, I don't really care. You just need to be happy.
That's
Glad
awesome.
to have you in the trades, man.
Well, Addison, we're going to say the full name. Addison Fields, thank you so much for taking time off of Pornhub to come on our show. But I want to leave you with this question, and you can take it however you want it because you're Addison Fields from Pornhub. What is your purpose?
I believe my purpose is to help people.
Oh, nice.
And maybe not such a way like a first responder, but I feel like we build stuff, we build our community, we put back into what we take out, and I think that's where, I'm known for doing a lot of stuff. I've helped plumbers, I've helped framers, and it's not always about the money. It's always about, helping people, leaving a good impression.
Tonight is a great example. You've come on Sweat and Grime and told us, guys, you need to get your shit together. Your lives are a wreck.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. You took it that.
Yeah. He never did say that.
You want it, but that's what I never said.
All right, Todd.
I listened to y'all's podcast today while I was working. I listened to y'all's podcast.
Was it any good?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Wait, was it this? That was the one just with Rick and Brian, right?
I don't know. We haven't
Yeah,
listened to like
it's been a while.
Was it the deck?
I haven't listened to like 40 episodes.
What was the one that just released?
Hell, I don't know.
Was it Ron?
You
was it
listened
Ron the
to
deck
it.
builder?
No, I listened to that one. That was last week.
All right.
So I think it was just Rick and Ryan.
Yeah, it was. And also
Oh, it was our solo episode.
Was it any good?
yeah, you
I
guys
don't
called
know.
me out for fucking like just skipping out and just going to Pound Town. I'm like, what the fuck? I was
Oh yeah, we were
working.
You know what? It is an
It's hilarious.
unspoken rule.
When
If you're not present
somebody
in
doesn't show
the
up, you
room,
just get raked.
yeah, you get raked over the coals.
Yeah.
Addison.
Yeah.
Were you busy?
No,
It took you a second to respond.
Eric the animal.
Eric the animal.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go. Eric.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was a good one.
If
That was
you
good.
if you could say anything and estimate why Greg Johnson isn't here, what would be your opinion why Greg is not here tonight and present?
Oh, that's a nice question for the guest.
He's probably working.
Oh, come on. You
Gosh
got to be more
darn it.
creative
Come
than
on.
that.
That
Addison,
was-
you know the fucking podcast. Come on, Addison.
It's not like hanging off the tree branch doing cocaine.
Jumping in the
Nothing.
freaking fountain.
That dude, there's no doubt he does.
You know, I think he's having a very lovely dinner with his wife and children.
Come on, give us your best hot
It's no
topic.
doubt
Why
you're
Greg's
gonna
not
do
here.
a bunch of hardcore drugs.
Addison, you've been doing fantastic up until that questioning. You just bombed, man.
Come on, full set to give Greg a laugh.
He just said it.
He's probably actually playing with his Hitachi that he ordered.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I mean, really.
With the extra
You know,
battery.
He's probably got multiple ones, and he's just trying them out. See what.
Now-
One in the back, one in the front.
Now to spice up that Hitachi, he's doing it on ecstasy.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's deep. That's
I-
real deep. So, on that note, with that deep note, we got one last.
I love how
Final
you're so
question.
in the mode of just
Boom.
saying your.
Hey,
Oh, on that note,
hey.
but
It's-
on
it's
that
still
note,
coming.
there was no note.
There's no. I forgot what I was going to say. Too many drugs. No. So if you could change anything,
Todd's
Addison,
relapsing from
go
Alaska.
back in time. Yeah, right.
Flashback.
What would be your dream job?
I would probably, if I could go back and change anything, I would have started doing this sooner.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I don't think that I would have changed. I wouldn't change the way I got into this
Mhm.
because everything I've learned has made me better at this job now. But probably about 2017, I would have got back into this, and
Yeah.
we'd have been a lot farther along now.
That's great.
Now, obviously, you enjoy your job. You like what you do. What is it that hooks you to the heavy equipment inside?
Makes your penis feel bigger.
Mm.
Like
what?
Just taking just being able to take something that somebody can't even see what the end goal is, and being able to take that piece of equipment and
Yeah.
change it to whatever. It's the same thing with fixing stuff. You know,
Yeah.
when the machine's broken and nobody knows what to do, and the job shut down, you show up and it's like, oh, this guy's going to fix it, and you fix it, and it's like the greatest thing ever.
Dude,
You know, that little bit of
spot on.
satisfaction.
you fucking nailed it on the head. I have said so many times, excavating in particular, there is an artistic side to it. You have to be able to visualize, you have to be able to see it, and you have to be able to create. Because that's what you're doing. You're taking a raw piece of land and you are shaping it to the way that it needs to be or you want it to be. And you have to have an eye for that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people, you know, for us, it comes so naturally because we're in this industry.
Well, that
That- that
I
you
think that goes for
forget.
any trade because
It does. It
At the
really
end of the day,
does.
like this project I'm just finishing up today. I've been on for 13 weeks,
Yep.
and I walked in. I'm like, this is the ugliest fucking house in the world.
Yep.
And over time, we have transitioned it from 1975 to the most amazing. It's a fucking
to be able to
showpiece.
visualize that,
Yeah,
know
and-
how you're
and
going to
they-
get there.
There was no models. There was no designs
Yeah.
that were given to us. We just made it
you
happen.
Run with it, yeah.
You know, Rick was like, that fucking tile is the ugliest shit in the world. But now
Oh,
that
it
everything's
is.
in that bathroom is like, boom, it pops.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
shaping
trades are.
things out of nothing.
You're right.
Making
I,
it something.
I
And
should
on
revise
that
that.
note-
The trades are artistic.
And on that note, as
Yeah.
we close it down, Tot just stole the thunder from the down under of the dirt world.
Fuck yeah. No, I just contributed. I just put it across the board.
You two are closing it out hard
Yeah.
on the dirt, and Tot
And then
just
Todd's
robbed
like,
it.
me.
I put paint on walls and it makes it look
Yeah,
beautiful.
there you go. I'm an artist.
Hey, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, my man, for joining us tonight, calling in.
Appreciate
It
you coming
was
in, Addison. Since
a lot of fun.
they made me cancel
I
you guys
appreciate it.
last week.
And what was
So-
what was the OnlyFans page?
I told you I'm locked down on a contract.
Addison Fields, baby. Check him out on Brazzers and Pornhub everywhere.
Farmers.com.
Farmers.com.
If you guys want to donate, please donate.
So yeah, check wherever you are listening right now. Check the description. You will see a link for the PayPal. That is where you can contribute and help support the show. We appreciate it. We are trying to upgrade some equipment. We are about to move into the new studio when it's finally built out. So yeah, and not to mention, you know what? Let's not even beat around the bush.
No.
This is kind of a job for us.
It's a full-time gig.
It is. There's a lot of work that goes into this behind the scenes, and so you are materially helping us. When
and
you
there's
support the
5
show.
to 10 beers drink every time we
Absolutely.
podcast. So that has to be
Buy
pay
us
for
a
our beer.
Coors Light.
Even if it covered the beer for you guys.
You know what? We can't even drink Busch Light anymore because Greg's on the whole fucking
It's
bandwagon
gay.
of throwing it in the trash. So you know what? Buy us a non-gay beer.
Get us some Ying. Hey,
PayPal us
Addison,
some money.
Send us a couple cases of Yingling.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
I'll do it.
So thanks as always for listening, everybody. We'll catch you guys next week on Sweat and Grime.
Peace.